6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
On first down, Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alec Pierce, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Gibson again. He stiff arms him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Smith. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Gino now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Throwing is Hurts. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Come on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
60.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alec Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Smith eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for...
That's caught inside the 20. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there for Philly. 75 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On first down, it's Smith. Open man right side, Myers. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 29, Smith. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. On first and 10, Smith. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Smith throwing again. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Cut. Ready? 60 average. 60 average. 70 Ranger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
19 tight. 17.
But first down, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
18 Randall.
Throwing now is Geno. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Smith. That's caught by Myers. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Geno. It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
And just a yard to go here on second down.
19, driver, 19.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
4 yards. That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Baron Browning. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
19 Lions.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Back to 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Timberwolf. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the red zone now, Smith. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gino's going to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Left wing 19. 18, Pioneer.
Here's Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Sixty Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Open man is Myers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Commanders first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60.
Geno now to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
After 60.
Gibson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
The play lost the yard.
65 Cut 19. Go.
They'll try to run with Gibson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Here's Smith looking to throw. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They go with Chubb on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Geno on first down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Off of play action, here's Smith. Open man right side, Myers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. James Robinson, 33 yards. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds Pierce. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Drops it off for Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Hurts sets up to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.